The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 267 of a daily deck review. The deck that we're taking a look at today is the Forest playing cards from Orbit Playing Cards. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. We have those Orbit playing cards, the Forest playing cards from Orbit here. Slightly different from their, Orbit line, or I guess, yeah, their standard Orbit line. These are still fully sealed in the cellophane. So we gotta see if there's a pull tab and crack that cellophane. There might be a little pull tab here, so let's see how easy it is. Okay, pulls right off. Now that we have that off, as you can see, it's in a standard glossy finish tuck box. On the front, it says Forest playing cards. Then you got like a mountain kind of like design here. So you got the mountains in the background with the river. Then you got like the hill there with all the trees. Then you got a little bit of snow here. You got a tree here with some snow. You got the birds there. Got the yellow for the background of like the sky. And then you got a little tree planted there. And on this side, you got the start of the pattern. We have a little bit of the tree. You got the hot air balloon, the background there. And the little backpack was the 23. Then it kind of like wraps around to the front and to the side where you got the little tent and the little campfire. On the back, you just got more of that mountains with the trees. You got the water, the little waterfall, then the little hills, the trees, and a little house. Then back to the front. On the bottom, you got distributed by Orbit, orbitbrown.com, and onetreeplanted.org. Then you got the Orbit logo with a little tree in there. It's San Jose, California, made in the USA. These are made by the United States Blanket Company. And then for the seal, there is no seal, so no seal. On the top, you just got more of that tree that kind of wraps around. If I open it up, you got the tree that goes up. And on the inner tuck flap, it's just that yellow kind of pattern, so it just goes all the way up. On those inner tuck flaps, you just got that yellow colorway. Now we take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box, it is just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with that back design. And this is my first time seeing the back design. So it is a one-way back design. It's the green colored back design with the standard white border. And you got all those trees over it. And you got a bunch of like different kind of like forest kind of camping things. So you got a little car there, you got the well, another well, you got the little tree stand, a little tower there, you got some little deers there, you got there's some tents and campfires, you got a little bus, you got the little cabin there, you got a bunch of little things there, a little bear, and all those trees once again. It is a one-way back design, so if you flip it over, the design would be upside down there. So now, time to take a look at the cards you get with the deck. And here we start with the first Joker. It says Joker, and then you got that tree, like a little sapling there. And the second Joker is an identical Joker, so two identical Jokers. Then we get that custom Ace of Spades there, where it is the little tree there, but it's like a little shape of a spade there. Like the little like the branches and the leaves make the spade shape. Then you got Forest playing cards, and then the rest of the cards, I guess they just look standard. They're pretty standard. They're just standard. Then you got the core cards, the Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here. They look pretty standard. Jack of Spades has a little sapling tree in its hand. And then the rest of the other two courts are just standard. And then the diamonds are standard. Then we got the court cards once again, Jack, Queen, and King. And the Queen and the King are standard. And the Jack has a shovel in its hand. So it's like a little thing that he's holding. It is a shovel this time. And then, oops, wait, yeah, the King's gone. And the Jack, Queen, and King clubs are pretty standard there. Nothing in the Jack's hand at this time. And the clubs are just standard clubs. Then we get to the hearts, and the core cards for the hearts are just standard. And then the hearts are standard. Overall, just a pretty standard deck of cards. And then the last two cards here is you got a little tree facts. So if you want to stop and read that, but I'll read the first one. It says, trees are the longest living organism on Earth and never die of old age. And on the back is just the back sign. So there's a few little facts there. And then we got a Who Are We? This deck was produced by OrbiBrown.com in partnership with OneTreePlanted.org. One Tree Planted is a 501c3 nonprofit based in Shelburne, Vermont. They started in 2014 with a mission to make it simple for people to help the environment. One tree, $1. So if you donate $1, then they plant one tree. That means with every forest deck you purchase, 10 trees will be planted. Manufactured by the United States Planting Company. So, now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And this is a good deck with a good cause. Now that I got the cards all gathered up, we'll start with the springs. Well, like I said, it has a decent flex to it. And I feel like the cards are gonna definitely be slippery. But they seem to be pretty smooth and springy. Like a nice spring to it. They're not overly stiff, but they're not like super bendy at the same time. So slightly thicker, like a thicker kind of flex to it. So you definitely have to put a little bit of effort into it, but over time they could break in and get a little bit more flexible. But you got nice springs there. Now onto the fans. Well, as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. There's no real stickiness or clumpiness to the cards. Now onto the Pharaoh. A super smooth Pharaoh there. And they interlock and weave almost perfectly. That's just the way I cut the cards. Now for a giant fan of the back design. Now for that reverse Pharaoh. Not a terrible reverse row, but I did have to slightly shuffle and push them together to get them to interlock wave. The interlock wave, decent, not like perfect. Now for a giant fan of the faces. Now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle, and this is the point of the video where the back design, the one-way back design, will get mixed up. Well, the riffle shuffles and bridge shuffles seem to be pretty smooth there. There's like no real stickiness or clumpiness to them. The only clumpiness is if you don't like get them to like interlock together. But other than that, pretty smooth there, no issues. And then time for a few packet cuts. Well, like I say, the pack cuts are pretty smooth, no real issues there. They're not overly slippery, so they won't fly out of your hands too much. They pack it pretty nice. Now on to the one-handed cut, or surely a cut. Now on to the dribble. Well, dribbles seem to be pretty smooth there, and they're pretty fun to like dribble. There's a nice smooth feel to it. Now time for it, the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, it's a pretty nice deck. You got that nice back design there. It is a one-way back design, but one-way back designs aren't too bad from time to time. Some are better than others, but this one's still pretty nice there. With that green colorway there, and the little forest there. And then for the faces of the cards, as we saw, they're just pretty standard. There were two custom cards there. Two of the jacks were had a little bit of customization to it. Then you got the Ace of Spades there that looks like a little sapling tree there. And this is like a little one of those donation fundraiser decks. Where if you donate, you help a cause. So a nice deck there that helps out a cause. Even if it is like pretty standard deck, still pretty nice deck in general. And for the handling, like you just saw, pretty smooth overall. No issues with any of that handling. I found nothing wrong with the handling. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been the Forest playing cards from Orbit. And I'm the Canadian Kirk. Wait, no. Yeah. This has been day 267 of your daily deck review. This has been the Forest playing cards from Orbit. And I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.